Soulmates, this is a story that really hit us hard all weekend long. Los Angeles police are identifying a pregnant woman who was killed also with her 11-month-old son during a fiery car crash last week that took the lives of 6 people. California Highway Patrol say Asheray Ryan was on her way to a prenatal doctor's exam with her son Alonzo and her fiance, who was also in the car. 3 other people were killed in the incident. This is surveillance video we're going to show of the accident. 37-year-old Nicole Linton, a nurse, is charged with suspicion of vehicle manslaughter and gross negligence. Police say Linton was driving at speeds near 100 miles per hour in a 35 miles an hour zone. Investigators say there are no skid marks from Linton's car. Linton was arrested at an area hospital where she was treated for injuries. You know, I think about this. I go down there. I've been in that neighborhood many a times. I've traveled. I remember that. I know that intersection. And this is a fear, I would say, personally, I've always had. Even coming to work sometimes early in the morning, you know, when the lights green, the streets are empty, it's one of your worst fears. But to see this happen and then hear the reasoning behind it, if those allegations are actually true, you know, that she was at a friend's house, that she was drinking, that she was in an argument with a boyfriend, man, it's just hard to talk about just seeing that over and over again.
You know, Romeo, same here. I'm sure you talked about it on your morning show at 935 and so did we on Power 106. And this was one of those topics that, again, like you said, was all over the world, but especially here in Los Angeles for people, Romeo, like you say, who take that route to Dodger Stadium, who take that road every single day. One of our bosses said that he literally remembers filling, he can can't even count on as many hands as how many times he's filled up at that gas station. There were so many heartbreaking stories from this. You know, I remember there was one lady who said that she was pumping gas, and she said that she was she saw the baby literally come out of the car and fall on the ground right in front of her. And you know, there's so much trauma that's going to come from this, from so many families. And the younger sister of the lady that we're talking about, her family speaking up now, and they pretty much said, we forgive her. That's why her life was spared, and she's going to have to live with this for the rest of her life. You know, and she the young lady, the ICU nurse that you're talking about, Romeo, this happened this morning. She was released from the hospital, and she's now a $9 million bond. This is only beginning, because there's going to be so many more stories that develop, because there are people still in the hospital that are being, you know, treated for their injuries.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Now, this is extremely sad. I heard that story about the baby. There was also another story, someone was decapitated. I mean, it was just a really gruesome scene. I think one of the things that really got to me was that there was no skid marks, meaning she didn't even try to brake. She didn't even try to stop, whether she was aware or not aware. Just full speed ahead. And the family has a GoFundMe. I was hoping to be able to put that on the screen, Soulmates, so that we could, you know, do whatever we can for this family. But we don't have it. But if you get a chance, you can Google it and just, if you can, you know, help out. Because I'm sure this is going to hit this family super, super hard. They lost their entire family in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, and just the last thing here too, there's those in Los Angeles, Romeo, you've been there before. It's a hill, like you're coming down a hill right there, and so people are calling on Los Angeles to put something there, because when you come from that hill and you're just going, a lot of people have sped through faster than they should be. So that's another call for Los Angeles to do something better to prevent that as well.
For sure.